you gonna do it for it? How you gonna do it for it? What you gonna be?
Hello and welcome to Horse Racing Today. I'm Jamie Martinez and we are continuing with our 2022 preview of the Breeders' Cup. Everyone's getting very excited about that countdown, myself included. Cannot wait. And now we are moving on to the Juvenile Fillies turf race. This is the 8th race in the program, I believe. Yes. Okay. So as far as facts and figures go for this race, a few things to keep in mind is that it is 1 mile on the turf, of course. The profile of a 1 mile turf winner at the Keeneland meet thus far, we've only had 7 races to compare to, but a mid to outside post with early speed seems to be a winning combination. As far as key facts, trainer Chad Brown has won 4 of the last 8. The only potential horse he has in here is Free Look. The average winner has paid $15 with 3 favorites winning in the last 10 years. Take from that what you will. Here is our lovely little banner showing us, okay, yeah, speed is looking good and middle-ish post is looking good. All right, but let's bring in the experts to chat with us about that and our 2 handicappers that we have joining us for this race. Once again, Rich and Tom, welcome guys. How are you doing?
Good. Tom gets to go first this time.
Okay, right? Tom, show us what you got.
Well, yeah, I guess I get to go first.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Spirit Gal as my top choice. She won last time out, beating the males at Dundalk on the all-weather in Ireland, and she looked very good doing it. I think it's a great race for her to prep in, and she seems to be all geared up for this type of run, and she certainly got the breeding for it, so we'll see how she does. Mediate is going to be my next choice. This one did well in her first 3 starts and then finished second twice, but she went off as a big favorite. But again, she's facing some really good runners in both those races. But at the Curra, I liked the way she ran, and I think that this Keeneland and the Curra have a similar flat surface. We're not going up and down and over and under and whatever. So that's why I threw her in there. Finally, I'm going to take G. Laurie as my final choice. I like the Woodbine race, even though she only got 3rd. She ran a good race, and prior to that, she won a mile 16th race at Colonial Downs and did it very easily. Long shot, Free Look. It's just one of those that you got to watch out for, and she may be sneaky good, and this may be the right spot for her.
And you did say in one of our previous conversations that you felt like Chad Brown's boys weren't so hot on the turf, but you felt like his fillies were a much better crop.
I like the girls a lot better lately, and he just, he's had some great males, but right now it seems that he's more in the camp of with the fillies and mares, and they are certainly doing well because they're winning. Rozier, you can go down the list in Italian. Just some really good horses. Now see what they can do with the 2-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Tom, I noticed that both of your picks are coming from overseas, and American horses have absolutely dominated in this race in the past. Does that, give you any concern there?
No, because I think they're mediocre horses. These are ones that have done some good times over some trying tracks, and they've done well on the firm. They've done well with a little bit of moisture in it. And since we right now don't know what the weather's going to be like at Keeneland, I'm kind of favoring them, and I think that based on what they've been running against and who they've been facing, including the males, that these are top quality horses that if you ignore, you're going to lose money.
Don't want to do that.
Now, how about you, Rich? What are your plays for this race?
All right. Well, I'm kind of surprised. I didn't hear Thomas put. Did you say Mediate, Thomas? I don't know if I
did.
Heard that. Did you put him in there?
You did.
I made that my top choice because that horse has been facing crazy good company over there in Europe. So I don't know that it's going to see anything as strong here in this particular spot. I think everybody's pretty good, but Mediate, I think, is going to be the class of the race and probably the one that attracts the most money. Maybe not. I'm going to go with Comanche Country, coming back to this part of the world. Jamie says that these horses have been dominated. The American horses have dominated this race. So let's see if Comanche Country can dominate in her 4th win in a row, coming off 3 wins in a row. But to be fair, it did start its career overseas too, but has definitely managed to do very, very well here so far. And as somebody succinctly put to us in the email one time when we did not have a Philip D'Amato horse on the turf, come on, man. Everybody knows you play Philip D'Amato on the grass. And then finally, my long shot on here is Knock Your Socks Off. I think when you look through as I look through the past performances, yeah, I feel like in a longer distance, there's plenty of speed here. Maybe somebody with a little late kick can kind of shock at the back end, fill up that gimmick nicely. And I have that horse's Knock Your Socks Off. Looks to me like this horse has the potential to have some crazy late pace figures relative to all of the other horses and what they've done so far. And if there's any improvement for Knock Your Socks Off of its recent runs at the end, or if it catches a really hot pace, going to come in at the end and clean up and maybe fatten up those exactas and trifectas. So that's the way I see it.
All right. Sounds good to me. Okay. Well, that is it for our Juvenile Fillies turf coverage. And stay tuned because we will be covering every single race at the Breeders' Cup. So in the description below, you should see links to that. You'll also see it on our page, any of our social media. So go ahead and check those out for some interesting facts and figures and statistics on what you should be looking for in these races and who you should be betting on horse racing today. All right.
She gon' be